What's new, crew? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Containing the Chaos. Through the year of 2021, I really plan to go through my entire house and declutter and reorganize. It's just a goal that I really want to do, get rid of a ton of stuff because we have so much extra stuff that nobody is using, and a huge source of anxiety for me and just the feeling of being overwhelmed is right here in my kids' toy room. So we're lucky enough to have two living spaces in our home. This one toward the back of our house we use as a toy room for our kids. It also acts as a TV room for them. So we have a TV up here in the corner, a huge toy box that you're seeing right here. So much stuff is in this room. All in the last 90 days, all three of my kids have had birthdays and it was Christmas. So on top of already having way too much stuff, they got more stuff. And you guys, I took 4 garbage bags of just junk out of this room. I did the decluttering in this room about a week ago and it's been functioning so much better. So much better. I was really selective in what toys I kept and what I got rid of. And in all honesty, a lot of the toys in here I couldn't even donate. I had a huge plan on taking like this huge bag to Goodwill and donating all these toys that my kids weren't playing with anymore. But as I was going through, I realized my kids were playing with literal garbage. Broken toys. We had a puppy earlier this year and she had gotten a hold of a lot of toys and completely destroyed them, but for whatever reason they were still in the toy box. My kids were still playing with them, but I literally took 4 garbage bags full of just garbage. Wrappers, papers, I even pulled laundry out of this big toy box here, and we really went through and got rid of a ton of stuff, just a ton of stuff. I do not regret it. It's functioning so much better now that my kids are getting a little bit older. Specifically my girls who are 5 and 3, they enjoy spending a lot of time in their room. I think it's because they have a little brother now. He's 1 and he acts as Godzilla, and I'm pretty sure it's hard to play Barbie Dreamhouse when you have Godzilla trying to destroy your Barbies. So I understand why they want to play in the room a lot more now. So instead of having all of our toys in here, I really wanted to go through and decide what toys we were keeping in the toy room and what toys we were going to keep in the girls' bedrooms, and a handful of toys in Colt's room as well, who is my 1-year-old son. So that's what I did in this video. I had huge plans to basically completely redo this room toy-wise and get some new shelves and some organizing systems. And what I found out was everything I had worked. It worked really well. I did not buy anything new to reorganize this room. I didn't have to make any adjustments to this room to organize the toys. I just worked with what I had. So far, I have done 3 Containing the Chaos episodes and I've only spent $60 reorganizing all 3 of those spaces. And that was for my son's room. I bought him new curtains and a cube organizer and some fabric bins for his room. So all this has been done on a super frugal budget. I didn't want to have to go through my whole house and spend $500 or $600 or $1,000 on organizing systems that in the end might not work. So my plan going through my house was to do everything with either no cost or minimal cost to see if the way I was organizing things was actually going to function. And if it was working, then I would go and buy more permanent bins, nice bins, pretty bins. So that was my plan. So I'm actually gonna step aside so you guys can see the mess behind me, because a huge part of this is I didn't want this to be Pinterest worthy, okay? My kids' toy room, my kids' toys in general are their responsibility, okay? So when I organized this, you're gonna see I had every toy that was the same in coordinating bins. All the blocks were in one bin, all the Barbies were in one bin. However, my kids are little. It's not gonna stay like that. That's me to you saying this before you even watch this video. It's not going to stay like that unless I personally were to put away every single toy, every single night. My kids are well old enough to be accountable to clean up their own toys, clean up their own messes. And if that means I have to give up a little bit of control and have my toys not be super organized all the time, is 100% fine. This is what our toy room typically looks like. There's toys on the floor, we got a blanket laid out, we were playing picnic, we were hanging out. It is how it is. So this room was not meant to be perfect. My big goal for this room was to just go through and get rid of all the junk, which I did. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, but I had to be a little bit real before you even watched this video because I never want to set that expectation. That's just not obtainable. This was not meant to be a Pinterest worthy toy room. It was meant to be a room where my kids could have fun and I didn't have to worry about tripping over Legos in my kitchen or my living room. The toys stay in here or in the bedrooms, and it was just meant to get rid of junk. And I was really able to do that. Keep this in mind when you watch the video, that even a week or 2 weeks later after filming that, this is really what my toy room looks like on the daily. So enjoy.
You and I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again. We'll stick together. Everything is alright with you by my side. We won't say goodbye. We'll stick together. I can pick you up when you're heading down. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I wanna cry. In a world gone mad.
The toy box in here is now empty and vacuumed out. And what I'm gonna have my husband do is make dividers here to go across so we can section these off into probably three sections for different larger toys, so we can put like trucks in one area, or like big dinosaurs, or kind of whatever. Sorry, we've got kids tracking through here, but here's all these toys that came out. They're all over. Things are all over here. And then I went and got these bins out of the girls' rooms that had toys. I'm gonna dump these out and basically just start sorting. First things first, we have to sort through all of this craziness and get them in some of these bins here.
And it wouldn't be the same without you. We have yet so many stupid things to do. You're the only thing I'm holding on to. Anywhere and anything, I'll be there. You and I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again. Yeah. You and I till the end, don't need to pretend again and again.
This is our whole toy situation now. This bin is all dinosaurs and kind of like miscellaneous little things, obviously blocks. This bin is all Colt's toys, so just kind of miscellaneous things for Colt. He's my 1-year-old, so all of his stuff is in here. And then this is all trucks, cars, that. Now in here, this is where I want to have my husband put some dividers up in here. We've been talking about doing it for a while, but I think I'm actually gonna have him do that for me this weekend, so everything can have a little bit of a section. So I tried to section things out as they would be. This one's kind of hard because it's like stuffed animals and just kind of some playhouse stuff for the kids, some dress up stuff, stuff for like their dolls, like their bigger baby dolls. These are all the toys in the house. As of right now, I'm sure there are some other like random pieces like under my couch or in the girls' rooms. So as I find those, they'll kind of be put back in these bins here. This is everything I took out of here. This whole bag is just toys. That's basically junk. I could not believe how many toys that I had that were just straight trash. Like my kids were playing with stuff like this that had no other pieces to it at all. It was insane to me. So pretty much everything I got rid of was straight trash. It couldn't even be like donated because it was just, I mean, like here, this is a horse, like a riding horse that was snapped in half. I could not believe how much junk I took out of here. So 3 garbage bags of just junk that was stored in here, and it feels so much lighter and better in here already just getting this stuff out of here. So I am 100% happy with this. We also have this little barn here that was actually my sister-in-law's. She gave it to the kids. So it has just a couple horses and stuff in there, just basically stuff that the kids would use to play with this barn. Like I said, a couple stragglers that we'll find here and there. Like we've got some little army dudes. So this was a good first day. This is definitely gonna take me probably a week to go through and get everything taken care of. These are toys that we had for Colt when he was more of a baby or learning how to stand. So I'm actually gonna bring these down to the basement and store these down there for if we have another baby, or if nothing else, I have a sister-in-law and a niece who are having babies in the next couple of upcoming months. I pulled all of the stuff out of the toy box that isn't even toys. Some flashcards. This is the bottom to a game. These are puzzle piece sorters. Slippers. A lot of like DVDs. Pieces for the vacuum. Christmas decorations. A ton of stuff. Like an extra cord. My husband's earmuffs. A piece of the floor from when we redid our floor. Like so much random stuff. That toy box is so big and it's so nice, but it tends to collect a lot of this extra junk that doesn't even belong in there. So I'm going to basically start the cleanup of the cleanup. I'm going to get all this stuff put away, bring this stuff down to the basement like I said, and I would love to be able to take out those garbage and sweep and mop the floor before Colt wakes up. You playing?
Yeah.
We also found some toys that we had completely forgotten about, like these little magnetic tiles. These were all in the bottom of the toy box we haven't had in a while, so Lakin's having fun playing with these now that they are rediscovered. What color is that?
Yellow.
Yellow.
And this is blue.
Blue.
And this is orange. This is purple. And this is red. What's my favorite?
Red is your favorite?
Purple is my favorite.
Purple is my favorite. So I was talking about how originally I wanted to have my husband put dividers in this toy box, but then literally last night or the night before, London, my 5-year-old, was putting away toys and she put these bins just straight into the toy box. And I was like, wait, wait, what? Like, why did I not think of that? So that's what we've been doing recently. We're just putting things back into the toy, like the kids will each carry one of these bins around, pick up all the toys that they can see. Like you can see, not organized, but it's okay because they're picking up their own stuff. And that was pretty much the point, was to get rid of all the extra junk. And like you can see, it's still nowhere near like it was before. And these little bins just keep all these small things, like all these little Barbie shoes, from getting lost. And even now, if we were to take out all of these bins and dump them on the floor, it's a fraction of the amount of toys that were here previously. So this is what we have been doing, just putting these bins right into this toy box, and it's been working out wonderfully. Shout out to my 5-year-old for figuring that one out for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your bell notification so you don't miss out on more Containing the Chaos series. I'm really at a point now in my life where I have the time to do that. Usually at this point, with my son being 1, I would be in the first trimester with another baby, but I'm not. And I'm feeling really great, and I'm feeling really good to get rid of a ton of stuff and just kind of like lighten my actual home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my journey to functional minimalism for my family of 5. And of course, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low.